Your ability to listen, and I mean really listen, is critical to your overall presence. In all my workshops, whether I'm talking about presentation skills or networking or personal branding or leadership presence, your listening skills are critical. So I'm sharing 4 kinds of listening with you, and I want you to think about which you are and are you capable of all 4. So the first kind of listening we talk about is cosmetic listening. Cosmetic listening, you're on the aeroplane, you're listening to the safety instructions, you're really hearing, you're not listening. Then the second kind of listening is conversational listening. So you're in a conversation, you're listening to respond. It's not deep listening, it's not focused listening. You are hearing, you are listening, and you are interacting. The third kind of listening, and something that I urge you all to master, and that is active listening. Active listening is when you listen to really hear and understand what the person is saying. And this requires being very mindful and intentional and not bringing yourself into the conversation. You see, in conversational listening, we are replying and responding and relating. In active listening, we're focusing on the other person. And the fourth kind of listening is deep listening. And that's where you totally put yourself aside and you really just are absorbed in what the other person is saying. Now, we're all good at conversational listening, and we certainly all engage in cosmetic listening. But the kind of listening I urge you to start to master is that of active listening, where you really listen, try and see where the other person is coming from and ask them qualifying questions. The transition then to deep listening happens when you are really being intentional and mindful. But if you can focus on being an active listener. So my exercise for you this week is just try, next time you have a conversation with a coworker, a direct report, or a manager or a friend, listen and ask questions. And really try and see if you can put your own thoughts, your own feelings, and yourself aside. Because yes, presence is you coming across as confident and competent and calm. But equally important is your ability to make other people feel validated, to make other people feel seen. And I'm always reminded of the South African greeting, which is Sawubona, I see you. So it's one thing to see you, but it's another thing to really hear you. And that's so important in everything that we do. So thought for this week, please make sure you are actively listening. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube videos where I bring you lots of advice, guidance, and ideas, and see how I can be a resource for you as you continue your communication mastery, be it to a group in presentation skills or one-on-one. I'm Nadia Vilcek, and thank you for listening.